What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. And if you're new here, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. And also make sure to leave a comment and tell me what other type of videos I should be making next. But other than that, let me just get into the topic, which is, if I had to start a business, I would first take every advantage I can get. When I started my business, I started out with a bit of an ego, and most of you can relate to this, but I started out with a bit of an ego, and I thought I would get famous immediately, or I would be successful immediately. I'm still not in the millions at all, but I've made immense progress, and it's great for what I do. And I can tell you right now, I did not take advantage of anything. In fact, I thought that I could do it all on my own. I thought that I knew everything. And if you think this way, if you think in this mindset, oh, I know everything, I can do this on my own, you're not going to be successful because you have so many things to learn. You need to take every advantage that you can get. Taking advantage of every chance, every piece of knowledge, every investment that you can make into this business matters. And if you don't take those advantages, you will not succeed in this space. It's what dictates whether or not you succeed. Taking all the advice and ideas, putting them all together to your advantage is what shows how invested you are into this, and whether or not you actually really want to achieve this goal. You actually want the freedom and the success that money brings. And so, taking every advantage is something that I didn't do at first until I learned that I need to. Some people can do it without every advantage, and that's great. That's great for them. But you're not those people. And if you are, okay, cool, great. But if you aren't, you need to take every advantage. And imagine the people who don't need them. Imagine if they use those. They would be even more successful, 10 times, 20 times, 100 times more successful than they already are. That's just the beginning. You need to take every chance you can get in order to get successful and actually learn from each advantage and each learning point. My second point is that you need to start earlier. I started late, even for myself. Compared to other people, I actually started fairly early. But this is more advice for others, and this is more advice for what I've seen around in these modern days of people trying to make businesses, or teenagers or young adults trying to make businesses. When you start, you have a limited amount of time. You only have years, not decades, not a century, years, before you have to make a choice. And that choice is a business or a job. Mostly, people who make businesses are people who don't want a job or don't have a dream job, and they don't want to work in that space, in that area. And business is like their only hope. And the way they do that is by making their franchise, by making their business. But if you don't even start that, and every time somebody asks you, hey, aren't you the guy that says you're going to do that thing, but you never do it? You're going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to start eventually. I'll start tomorrow. He doesn't start, and he has to end up working that job. And I started extremely early, and I can tell you for a fact, if I started any later, I would be so uncomfortable with it. I'm still actually thinking I should have started earlier. But I guess it's for the better because I know more now. I learned throughout those whole years. And I started at the ripe age of 9 to learn. I started posting at 10, and all this accumulates to me now 13. And starting earlier is the main key to your success. Number 3 is to do what you actually want to do. When I started around 10 years old, I remember my birthday had just hit and we had just moved to a different state. We came from up north and we moved down to the south, and it was a whole new experience. I had just gotten a huge computer, which I'm recording on right now, in this same room, which we've been here for about 4 years. And I had just hit the double digits, and I was thinking, man, I love music, I love sports, but I don't have a straight trajectory for my life. And then I found business gurus and people on YouTube. When I got more comfortable with platforms and things around me and people I could watch, I found just one video. It just attracted me. And before that, I had actually started thinking of how to make a business. And before this, even before finding this one video, I tried to do drop shipping or selling stuff that on eBay or whatever type of cheap business I was thinking of. I honestly can't remember, and I don't think I want to, but I think that changing the way you see business is going to impact your success. When I saw that video, and this is you can check this on YouTube. Just search up, you can learn about it. It's really good. But my mindset before seeing that, my mindset before where I am now was, all I need to do is make money any way I can, and I'll be good. I will be safe. And now my mindset is, all I need to do is follow my ambition and goals, free my family from financial issues and myself, and live the rest of my life free of any problems concerning money and family and food and water. And now I know for a fact that mindset will never change, because I can tell you that the mindset before was just so soul sucking, and it was so tiring to work on something that I didn't even want to. And so many videos. It was just so many, video after video. They said, make a business. It doesn't matter what you do. All you have to do is just make millions of dollars. You can do this in like 2 months. They all lied. And I'm trying to grow my family business right now for millions of people to also learn this information so they can do it for themselves. Because it is not easy, and not everybody will do it. But the fact that you are here right now shows me you have that choice, and you've already made it. Don't skip on this. Do what you actually want to do. Find your niche. Become that niche. Become the face of your niche. And spread the word to thousands of millions of people. Number 4 is to learn as much as needed. This also aligns with people with a high ego or high expectancy of being rich and being successful very early on. When you don't decide to learn, you've just started out. You're only in your first 3 years of business. When you don't decide to learn, you won't be able to give anything from your knowledge. You don't know anything. And so the fact that you do not know anything shows that you cannot give credibility. You cannot give your niche out to those thousands and millions of people. Because as myself, as my knowledge, as what I've learned, I've seen, when my videos had less knowledge behind them and more opinion, they did less. They did worse. And I actually saw this and I was like, well, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not giving the best I can, give. And so learn as much as you need to. Look at every YouTube video that can help you grow your business, exceed all of those different things, all of those goals, your 2 main goals that you have. And number 5, focus on 2 main goals. That's literally it. I could end the video right here. Say just focus on 2 main goals. Do the other 4. That's it. Boom. Goodbye. But to elaborate on it a little bit more before I go, I have about 2 minutes left. To elaborate, those 2 main goals have to be what you absolutely want to do, what your absolute passion is, what you absolutely feel like is your purpose in life. If it changes, okay, cool, great. You can change it. But if it stays the same, focus on that as much as you need to. Because if you divert yourself into a different path of something you don't like, or of something you don't want to do, or of a goal that isn't even for your own good, you are not helping yourself. You are making the situation worse, and your business will not succeed on a path like this. Focus on your 2 main goals. Focus on what is most important. That's all for today. I know you like this video, so make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. And also leave a comment and tell me what other type of videos I should be making next. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.